Welcome back to the channel. This is Chimera Crochet from Chimera Cafe with Vesper. If you were here last week, you will have known that in the cafe we are doing a little bit of a month-long theme of challenges to do with a theme of petals and pacts, which is all to do with making deals with yourself to explore your creativity, explore yourself, explore your needs, explore your self-care, and even explore your past. And while we're doing that, we're crafting it. We're crafting different things that we're doing. And this week I have been working so far. I've been working on what are they called? Little bookmarks made out of filet crochet. And I've been working on a tarot sleeve. And right now I'm currently working on this little granny square that is going to be a cropped hexagon. Actually, is this going to be the cropped hexagon cardigan? I think this one's gonna be the hexagon vest that's made in this very, very bright green. So I'm very excited for that. So join me for a few minutes while I do a few more rows. So I'm gonna go through the prompts for this week. So each of our team leaders, myself included, have created a prompt for each of our teams. So Ash with the blood threads has think of a moment in your life where you truly started to recognize yourself. Create a piece that captures a moment when you first truly recognized yourself, whether in pain, joy, rage, love, or clarity. Share a work in progress, a sketch, a playlist, or even a raw journal line. So some of our members already that are within this team have shared some artworks. Self-portraits, I think, have been the main one. And then for those in the Verdant Vales, they have a chat called the Sleeping Grove. And Keel's team is working on a challenge that is to write a daily journal entry, and if you're comfortable, share it. Name one thing every day that brought you a sense of oneness with yourself. Name an emotion that you felt and why you believe you felt it. make a silly doodle in one of the corners, and finally give yourself a hug. I like that one. Verdant Veils are all about being very calm and learning to kind of ground and love yourself. Give yourself that space to just kind of regulate everything around you. And then for my team, we have the Lantern of Echoes for this week. So craft a vessel of light, real or symbolic, that illuminates what once felt lost, exiled, or buried in silence. Your lantern could be a literal object, a crafted lantern, candle holder, or wearable talisman, or a drawn sigil or sketch, a written reflection or poem or spell. It might represent a memory, a shadow self, an untold family story, or a truth that you've reclaimed. Ask yourself, what does this lantern reveal when held to the dark corners of your memory or identity? Whose voice or presence becomes clearer in its glow? And what part of yourself feels more visible now? And if you want to add in a little bit extra, use threads or colors or charms that symbolize specific emotions or people that you're honoring. You can also create a short incantation or affirmation to light the lantern. That is one too many. I don't want to do that. So for my team, I haven't really thought too much on it yet. I only posted this yesterday, mind you. It is currently Tuesday, 9:33 in the morning. I'm having a little bit of a difficult day so far. I've been really proactive lately, and yesterday, I'm really proud of myself. Yesterday was the first day in a few months that I managed to actually go outside without my wheelchair. I went and I got my hair cut, so it's looking a bit crazy at the moment because I haven't done anything with it, but I got my hair cut and redid my undercut. I don't know if you can see that. My undercut's been done. It feels great. I even did my makeup yesterday after I got it. We went out and we got Starbucks, and we got a lot of stuff done yesterday. But I actually went outside with just my crutches. It was the first time in months that I've managed to actually do that, and it felt really good. But I'm paying for it today. I'm struggling quite a bit physically because I went out yesterday. But I'm proud of myself nonetheless. But I suppose I'm not entirely sure about even my own challenge. This is quite a difficult challenge for me, and I imagine it could be something that would be quite difficult for other people. Lighting a lantern and shining it on things of the past is such a daunting task. It's something that it can be really scary, even if it's just on yourself, or if you're looking into like generational trauma, all that kind of stuff. Like, these are things that are really prevalent in my life in particular, so it's really difficult, especially with being a trans man and then being disabled on top of being trans. It's I don't even know where to start on it, really. maybe this is a way to look at it. When I see myself in my mind's eye, I'm not what is seen on the outside. On the outside, I am in this sort of liminal stage that is dysphoric, it's kept in the shadows, it's very different from the person that I was. And the person that I was, I don't think I have truly mourned her. She was a part of my life that was built to withstand patriarchy, that was built to be this perfect amalgamation of what was expected of femininity. And the people that were around me weren't always the most savory of individuals, and it could be quite difficult to navigate and understand. And being undiagnosed ADHD and autism, it was really easy to manipulate me. Like really, really, really easy to manipulate me. And the things that I thought I enjoyed were an actual burden. Like, they were things that I didn't enjoy. They were things that actually brought me a lot of pain, mostly. I was everything that was expected of me. Of the person that, I don't know. I think in my transness over the last few years, I have done my best to erase her, and I think I've done it more out of anger than I have out of, I think, anger and fear, perhaps. I did it. I erased that. I've been erasing that time that I had that kind of left me in this state where when I started to change, people really didn't like it. I mean, people really didn't like the things that I was doing before, because I was confident, I was outspoken, I knew what I wanted, I knew what I was, I knew how to play the game. And in order for me to change, I had to retreat quite a bit, I think. But in my retreat, I think I ended up quite repressed. I stopped showing myself authentically. I had to relearn what it was that I wanted, what it was that I enjoyed, things that I like. I had to try to understand what was actually me and not the act of other people being reflected back to them. I genuinely believe that my hyperfemininity was a mirror. It was a mirror for society. And since I've come out as a trans man and I have started living my trans existence, I have been more invisible than I have ever been. Which is ironic. It is really, really ironic. Because people always say that men have this privilege that the second... I don't even know how to explain it because I don't understand it. I don't understand it in the slightest. Like, men have this privilege that they get away with more, that they get paid more, they get listened to more. But even as a trans man, I still receive the same treatments that I did before I came out. Nothing has gotten better for me. If anything, it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse as a trans man. Like, I didn't choose to be this way. I lit a lantern one day, shone a light on my reality and what I actually wanted and who I actually was. And I started embracing him. I started embracing myself. And in doing so, it cost me a lot. It cost me a lot of people. People that I thought were my friends. People that I thought were people who loved me. But it also gained me things. It gained me clarity, it gained me my wife, my partners. It gained me the platform that I'm building. And the best part about this, I think, is that we all get to grow together. Those of you that are following me from the beginning, that are following the cafe from the beginning in this journey, everything that we're going to make from the Chimera Crochet to Chimera Cafe, Chimera Kitchen, Chimera Craft, like there's so much that is going to happen over the next few months to the next few years, and there's so much that's going to happen with me that you guys get to watch this journey. And I think as much as I want to try and keep things as raw as possible so that you guys kind of see the reality of what it is to go through this journey, but also you get to see the joy in it as well. Like the ups and the downs of being a trans man, a disabled man, an entrepreneur. And we have like the three main founders of the three main founders of Chimera Cafe were all trans. My wife, my partners, like we're all trans, we're all neurospicy, neurodiverse. Like this is a place that we want to be safe for people just like us, for people in our situations. So I do want to make sure that I'm doing a lot more vlogs where if I'm having a bad day, I'm doing a vlog from my bed. Like, a lot of vlogs, you'll see something really, really aesthetic. And as much as I want to do aesthetic things, I can't do aesthetic things. Not always. I have really butchered this now. I have no idea how I'm getting this out. I've kind of rambled on. I don't even know if any of that made any sense whatsoever. Kyo's gonna have a fun time editing that. Good luck. I'm hoping my volume's not been terrible this time. Anybody who watched the last video knows that she was yelling at me the entire way through. I have made a right mess of this can. Am I gonna have to chop it? Oh no. A deadly sin. No, I don't want to have to chop it. Please no. No chopping the yarn. I'll be back in a sec once I figure out how to get rid of this. It's getting smaller, but I also fear that's because it's getting tighter. I'll be back once I've figured it out.
2 hours later.
There we go. I did it. I figured it out. I can go back to what I was talking about now. I figured it out. But like I wanted to have a little bit of a conversation this vlog about a little bit of the visibility of the trans community lately. There's been a lot of things that are happening over in the States. There have been biological sex laws within the UK, and people really just don't realize what it is that they're voting for. Like, you think that you're voting for something that protects women while making yourselves even more marginalized, and you're attacking our trans sisters in every fucking corner. Every fucking corner. It doesn't matter, like, if they're just coming out, if they've been fully transitioned and they're the kind of trans woman who wants to pass. Like, you don't think about the non-binary people, you don't think about guys like me. I am in an awkward transition stage. Like, I look like a kid. Like, I am a 29-year-old man, and I look like a teenager. I am invisible. Like, people look at me, they don't see a man or a woman, they see absolute confusion. Like, and people, they don't know where to put me. I'm quite literally a threat to what people see as the norm. I don't pass, but I don't fit in as female, but I don't pass enough to be considered male. So where in the hell do I go? What do I do? And then you've got my other trans brothers who genuinely look like a cis man, and you want that walking into your bathroom toilet? You want that walking on into the female bathrooms? You know what that does? That doesn't put women in danger. It doesn't put women in danger. It puts that trans man in danger. Because with all of these laws going on, you'll have that trans man go into the women's bathroom. What if some woman's then kicking up a fuss because a man's just walked into the bathroom, okay? Take this situation. He's just walked on in there. How are you going to prove that that's a trans man? You can't prove that that's a trans man. He's going to walk straight back out. Some other guy who's going to hear that there's some kind of commotion, he's going to see that guy coming out of the female's toilets. Guess whose ass is getting beat? You're promoting violence on trans men. You're promoting violence on even women who don't fit your stereotypical feminine norms. It's a lot. It's a lot. It really is. For me, casting a lantern onto the shadows of my past and even the ones of my present, it brings to light all of the things that scare a lot of us. It brings out a lot of fear. And being disabled, not only do I have my trans rights being stripped, but I have the extra difficulties of being disabled as well. Like, there's very little that I can do, and there are men and women out there like me, non-binary people like me as well, that as much as we want to fight, like, we have no idea how to do that. We want to fight back, we want to stand up, we want to, but how do we do that? How do we do any of this? How do I, a disabled queer trans man, fight and protect the community that I'm trying to build? Like, how do I protect you from here? Like, I'm having like a really bad day where physical pain is racking through me, and all I can do is make this. Like, I originally meant for this video to have quite a lot in it. Like, I wanted to be making this. I wanted to show off the other projects that I'm working on, and it ended up turning into me talking about my shadows, which I suppose is it's very on par for this week's theme. It's embracing the shadows. It's showing what we're scared of, showing what's in our past, in our present, in our future. And it's bringing our fears and our worries to light. I want to build a place that can be nirvana for people like me. That's what the cafe is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a queer safe haven. First, it's online in Discord. Then we want to move it to a mobile cafe that can go to festivals all over the country. We want to be able to move around and create a queer crafting space. And then we want brick and mortar. We want shops that have both crafting supplies and an actual cafe attached to it. We want it to be kind of like almost like a bistro. That's the vibe that I'm going for. And then really far into the future, I suppose you could call it a colony. It's what we want. We want a place where people can retreat to. People can come and stay for like a holiday type thing, or people can come by for the weekend. They can get some nature retreat, art therapy, nature therapy, just time away. Like, I want to have like a little homestead that is community grown. I'd like to have a main sort of community building and have like little cabins and stuff coming off them where people can either rent them or there'll be like long-term people who live there, but then having kind of like a touristy venue maybe. Somewhere that's maybe a good place for even queer marriages. A place where people can come and have the happiest days of their lives without fear of prosecution or someone having some kind of issue. Shining the light on my shadows brings a spark of joy and inspiration, and that's what I'm building. That's what I'm doing. I'm using the fear and worry to exist in my joy. And I guess that's all I can do. And as much as I would like to think that I would have finished this by the end of this video, it's probably not gonna happen in the next like 30 seconds. But I guess this is where I'm gonna leave this one, because this one was quite heavy. If you liked this video, if you also feel similar, write your story in the comments. Tell me what shining the light to your shadows means to you. Tell me what spark of creativity or inspiration shining a light to your shadows brings. What do you want? What scares you or worries you? What's your journey? And as always, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.